Good evening and welcome to the Lyon Legacy Health Program. In a moment, you will hear a pre-recorded excerpt from a radio show recorded by Lew Lyon. Before you listen, keep in mind, Lyon Legacy International does not claim our products are medical, cure cancer, or pain as per government guidelines now in place. However, since many of you have listened to Lew for many years, you will hear the show as Lew recorded it around 10 years ago. And now, enjoy hearing from Lew Lyon.
Sometimes we have to do a little experimenting. There is things like referred pain. Headaches can be very tricky. You've got to play around a little bit and figure out where the best spot to put these magnets is for headaches or for referred pain. Reminds me of a lady that had headaches bad. And she bought a high-powered headband and she used it for 3 weeks and nothing was happening. Her headaches weren't even being affected at all. And one morning she was complaining to her husband at the table at breakfast, and he said, "Oh, for heaven's sakes, put it around your neck." And she thought for about 2 minutes, and that night when she went to bed, she put it around her neck. And guess what happened? The headache was gone the next morning. So it's not a quick fix. It isn't the thing that most people are looking for in this world today. You take 2 pills and the problem's ended. Sometimes it takes some real effort and some real experimenting to make the effect take place. But it does eventually help. I had an arm and hand frozen from my elbow down. And for years after I finally got over that and didn't lose the arm, which I almost did, I had terrible arthritis pain in my hand and wrist. In fact, I would be driving and I'd have to pull off the road because it would get so painful I couldn't stand it. And I started wearing one of our magnetic bracelets shortly after we started this company. And little by little, the pain subsided and went away. And when I'd take the bracelet off for 2 or 3 days, it did start to come back. Well, I decided right then and there, I don't need that pain. I'll just wear this bracelet from now on. Well, I got all the mobility back in my right hand and wrist. I have no more arthritic pain at all. And I've gone without the bracelet now for 3 or 4 weeks at a time and no side effects. But I still wear it because I'm not going to take any chances. That arthritic pain is no fun. Okay, 778-5731, 800-778-5731. We're still got some time for a couple more calls here. You know, one of my favorite stories in Discovery of Magnetic Health is about a lady doctor in a big hospital called Sheffield's Children's Hospital in England. The doctor's name is Cynthia Ingleworth. And she found that when a young, and I'm quoting directly from the book now, found that when a young child's finger is sheared off beyond the outermost crease or last joint, and the wound is dressed but not closed, allowing it to remain electrically negative, the finger will grow back perfectly within 3 months. Hundreds of such cases have been documented. Pediatric surgeons like Dr. Michael Blyther of New York's Mount Sinai Hospital have become confident of the infallibility of this process. Yet few hospitals or doctors accept this natural replacement flow of electrons because it is not endorsed by the establishment and not understood, Barefoot laments. Similar magnetic field effects have been experienced by astronauts. Barefoot informs us that decalcification of up to 8% of the body's bone mass, osteoporosis, has occurred after only a few weeks in outer space. My, caused by magnetic. Amazingly enough, this little experiment took place in 1960, and I thought only young or older people got osteoporosis. Going back to the book, has occurred after only a few weeks in orbit, caused by magnetic deficiency and possibly the effects of gravity from being outside the Earth's field. Calcium is dissolved from the bone and transferred into the muscle cells to maintain the 60 millivolts intercellular cell division. is synchronized with the Earth's magnetic field. In the 1960s, scientists overcame space osteoporosis by strapping magnetic coils that approximated normal magnetic fields on the astronauts. Where have we been? I don't like to get into stories that are going to bring us a lot of heat, but I have a distributor, I believe he's in Virginia, who sold a skull cap from Lyon Gold and Silver to a family whose son, 20 years old, was sent home by the hospital with this sentence, that he had about 60 days left to live, that he had an inoperable tumor in his brain that was cancerous, and there was nothing more they could do for him. So they sent him home to die. They put the skull cap. Now, incidentally, this young man was in excruciating pain 24 hours a day. They never got rid of that. They couldn't, nothing would touch it. So the family was gathered around there with my distributor, and they put the skull cap on the young man, and they started watching, timing it. And in 12 minutes, the pain was gone. 2 months later, they took him back to the hospital for an examination, and they did another MRI, and the tumor was broken up and gone. They couldn't find it. And this young man, the last I heard, was getting stronger every single day, and he didn't look much like he was going to leave us. I still cannot understand how anybody can know this and not at least try it. Good evening, you're on the air.
Yeah, I was calling for my wife, and I wanted to know what you suggest. She's about 250 pounds overweight. She has a gout in both left and the right leg. She has sugar and arthritis in both legs. What do you suggest?
She has what and arthritis?
She has arthritis in both legs too, plus the gout.
Gout, huh?
Yeah. 250 pounds overweight. Plus she has sugar and high blood pressure.
Well, first of all, she needs to control that blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I would say somebody like that should start out right on a mattress pad.
Okay.
And as high powered as you can afford to buy.
Mm-hmm.
They come in 2 powers, gold and silver. The gold is the highest power.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if she's got high blood pressure, she should have one of our necklaces. The one I was talking about earlier in the show, where you wear it 6 days and take it off one.
Mm-hmm.
Because in 7 years, I've only seen one case where it didn't normalize or pretty closely normalize blood pressure in 7 to 10 days.
Okay.
Now, with this one tough guy, stubborn, I call him,
Mm-hmm.
this guy, it took about 4 weeks, but it still worked. It
Good.
still brought his pressure down.
Mm-hmm. Well, will that mattress pad, will that help the gout? And
yes, it sure will.
And what about the overweight?
They talk about overweight in Discovery of Magnetic Health, and magnetic fields help with a weight problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, I heard you mention something about some earrings before.
Yeah.
You know.
To suppress the appetite?
Okay. Okay, well, maybe I'll just order that then out of your catalog. Get the mattress. You said get the gold mattress, right?
Yeah, right.
That's the high power one.
Right.
Okay, fine. And then the earrings, and that should do it.
Right.
Okay, then. Thank you.
You bet.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening to the Lyon Legacy Health Program. To take charge of your own health, call us at 800-778-5731. We are happy to send you a catalog or answer any questions you may have. You may also visit our website at www.lyonlegacy.com. That's www.lyonlegacy.com. Have a great and healthy night.